All right. Check in with Scott Crothers and Steve Nicholas. Scott Crothers, I tell you what, you couldn't do any better than you did yesterday. The Dow jumped at the start over 21,000 and ended up very big, over 300 points on the Dow yesterday. What happened?
Yeah, it was a great day yesterday. You're right. We were up 303 points to 21,116. Now, investors think the economy is getting better. The market is expecting higher interest rates from the Fed and possible fiscal reform at federal level, all contributing to the big run-up in the stocks. The ISM manufacturing index came in at 57.7. Vehicle sales remained healthy in 2 record years of sales. The yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury rose to 2.462%, so everything's hitting on all cylinders. So.
Yeah, by the way, Berkshire Hathaway jumped $9,000 yesterday.
Just is that all?
Yeah.
9,000.
One share, $9,000 yesterday. How are we doing with vehicle sales?
Now, vehicle sales are still going well, especially for SUVs and trucks. In fact, they accounted for 63.7% of the total sales in February. The average price rose 2.5% to $31,435 for a new car. GM sales rose over 4% to $237,388, and Ford sold 207,464 cars. These are good numbers in a strong industry. So.
All right, it's amazing how the car industry has rebounded and now thriving. What are we hearing from McDonald's?
No, McDonald's plans to change up their restaurants. They will expand the delivery service, add more kiosk ordering systems, as well as add mobile ordering. Customers can order through an app and get curbside delivery. Also, McDonald's will spend over $1 billion remodeling their stores. Now, almost 75% of the population lives within 3 miles of McDonald's. So if they can make a few positive changes, they can get a lot of business. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's McDonald's. Now, when it comes to Anheuser-Busch, what's going on there?
Right. They reported their fourth quarter and full-year results this morning. For the quarter, they had $14.2 billion in revenue, and they made a profit of $400 million. The results were hurt by poor sales in Brazil. Worldwide beer sales fell 1.4% for the year, but would have been flat without the big drop in Brazil. For the year, AB has $45.52 billion in revenue, and they made $1.24 billion in profit. So a lot of profit on beer.
Yeah, a lot of profit on suds. Markets today after that great run yesterday.
Well, after the big run-up, the Dow looks off on the futures about 20 points. Now we get first-time job list claims today and a few earnings, but we expect a relatively light day. So it'd be nice just to try to hold on to most of that gain we had yesterday.
Yeah, and then I guess tomorrow unemployment numbers come out for February, right?
They come out for February. Just have to wait and see how they come out.
Yeah, all right.
See how that does.
We'll come back tomorrow. You'll have those numbers for us tomorrow, and we'll talk about that. But have a good day. Scott, thanks for getting up early on a busy day for you. Have a good day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds great. Thanks, Will.
740 here, Big 550 KTRS. Scott Crothers with Steve Nicholas. If you want someone to check out your portfolio, none better than Scott Crothers and Steve Nicholas right there on Conway and Lindbergh, right behind Calico Corners. It's been helping us out for many, many years. We appreciate it. Karen Travers is at the White House. Jeff Sessions, under a bit of a storm this morning, Attorney General, after a Washington Post story, says that he had contact during the campaign with Russian ambassadors during the Republican convention and in his office. Yet, when asked about it in his confirmation hearings, didn't say that. Said he didn't. How much of a controversy is this? Karen Travers is at the White House to give us the latest in 10 minutes. Walter Noel Flores. Let me give a shout out to Walter Noel Flores because if you were at the Carney event Saturday night, the centerpieces were all donated by Walter Noel, which, again, explains why it's such a great company, because they give back to the community in all sorts of ways. Walter Noel donated all the centerpieces, so the tables looked great for John Carney's charity event. It's what Walter Noel does, and it's what they do for generations since the 1880s. So when I talk about helping out St. Louis companies, that's what I mean. When you go to a nameless, faceless website, they don't give back to the community. They're not part of the fabric. They don't donate things to great charity events. So why do you go to out of town? I understand you can't shop locally for everything. That's just not possible. But when you can, why wouldn't you? And that's why so many people make Walter Knoll their destination for all of your flowers. Whether it's the grab and go, whether it's across town, whether it's across the other country, Walter Knoll has better flowers, better pricing, and they're part of the fabric of the St. Louis community. So thanks to Walter Knoll for donating that. And if you need flowers, the grab and go specials in their 8 locations, you need to order by phone, 1-800-341-ROSE, or WKF.com. Let Walter Knoll be your family florist.